There he is, boys, right in front of us.
Get him, Johnny! No, please, it wasn't me! It wasn't me!
All right, welcome to episode 11 of Wildlife Bros. Elk. Identification, they are very similar to the deer. They're actually a cousin of the deer, so just imagine a large deer, taller, bulkier, heavier, with the fur is a darker brown, and they have a big white rump. Males, of course, antlers also, but their antlers are going to be much larger than a deer's antlers.
Yeah.
Habitat, they can be found in sagebrush flats, forest edges, alpine meadows, and during the summer they usually go up in elevation to avoid the heat. Range, they can be found on the western portion of the United States. Pretty heavy, herds there, and then there are a few places in the East Coast kind of spread out through some of the eastern states with some smaller herds. Diet. Let's do the diet.
Diet. Grass, flowers, mushrooms, tree leaves. The greens.
They're like vegetarians.
The greens.
Herbivores.
Herbivores, yeah. Predators. Wolves, mountain lion, black bears.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Self-defense. How do they defend themselves against these ferocious predators?
They can use their hoofs to punch.
Yeah, and the hoofs are pretty sharp, so they can really do some damage.
Whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The males use their horns,
antlers
to
stab, squirt. Yeah, they'll puncture people and mess them up with their antlers. And then what else? They travel in
herds to freak the people out. They're like, this guy.
Well, the predators have a hard time, They usually, mountain lions and stuff like that will pick off like a weaker animal, but in a larger herd, you got some friends with them. They got their buddies. They got their back. All right, you got an interesting fact, right? Mm-hmm. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Let's hear it. I'll set it up for you. So during mating season, the bull elk or the males, they do this very interesting thing.
They dig a hole and then they fill it with pee. Then they soak in it like a bathtub.
Like a pee hot tub.
Yeah. And then to get the scent on them, so then the males,
they use that scent.
Yeah. To attract a mate.
Yep. The mate's like, you smell like pee. And it works good. All right, so we usually wrap up with an interesting fact. And so today we're going to do the same. We're done. Why don't you take us away?
Got no further to do.
Let's see some footage. This female elk removes ticks from her butt by chewing on them and licking them and eating them. This is normal and very common. She will now move on to the undercarriage. She will bite the ticks off and spit them out one by one until the undercarriage is completely clean. She hears something. It must be her friend from across the road. This elk pees. The young male elk watches the female cross the road. He can't help but think to himself, I wouldn't be caught dead crossing that road. This elk eats this stuff. Let's watch the young male elk enjoy eating green vegetation on the safe side of the road. Notice how he enjoys eating this stuff that's green, these plants, and chews it and tastes it and likes it. Continue to watch him eat green stuff on this side of the road. Here he is eating more green stuff and continuing to enjoy the green vegetation that he enjoys so much of. Now we will watch this female elk on the safe side of the road eat greens, or think about eating greens. Notice she has 2 large birthmarks. She will probably not find a mate. Most male elk do not prefer female elk with large, disgusting birthmarks. She will most likely be alone for the remainder of her days. In the meantime, she will enjoy greens on the safe side of the road. Again, we see the young male elk eating greens, some more on the safe side of the road. He will yearn to cross the road, but knows it is not safe. And he thinks, if I can find someone else to cross the road first, then maybe I will cross. A second female elk approaches. He thinks perhaps she will cross the road. If she does, he will cross. She looks, considers crossing. No, she says she will not cross the road. The female elk with the hideous birthmarks will cross the road. This is an attempt to impress the young male elk, hoping that he will want to mate with her. He will not. The young male elk is on the opposite side of the road. I did not see him cross. He must have crossed when I left the camera, only but for a moment, to eat my sandwich.